Welcome back, team. Vaughan here from Longevity Plus, guiding you towards longevity and an active life. As you can see, I'm back in the hotel gym. You may have seen a previous video where I trained shoulders and arms in a hotel gym with bugger all weight. This time, I'm going to be doing a lower body in a hotel gym that has no leg equipment. But of course, there's dumbbells, there's a bench, there's a floor, so I can still get things done. Part of longevity is being consistent. So today, I'm being consistent and doing what I can with what I can. We're going to be following again the principle of effective reps. Now, what effective reps are is simply making sure I maximize most of the reps of my training, so I don't have to do a prolonged amount of sets. And of course, with limited weight, effective rep training is perfect because it makes the sets that little bit more, actually a lot more intense. So how does effective rep training work? If you've seen the previous video I did on shoulders and arms, you already know, but I'll do a quick explanation again now. We're going to be doing a group of mini sets to make up one maxi set. The first set, we're going to be choosing a weight that allows us somewhere between 12 and 15 reps to failure. Failure is basically when you can't do another rep with relatively good technique safely. If you do a little bit less than 12 or a little bit more than 15, doesn't matter. Just use that weight because you're already on the way. You're going to rest 15 seconds, then you're going to do as many reps as you can on the next set. So the next group of mini sets has to total up to 20 minimum reps. So our first set, somewhere between 12 to 15, we rest 15 seconds, we do another set. We might get 6 or 7 reps. We rest 15 seconds, we may get another 6 or 7. So we're somewhere around 12 to 14 reps now. We rest 15 seconds. If we manage to get another 6 reps, we're already on 20. If we only get to 4, we're on 18. We've got to rest another 15 seconds, pick the weight up again, and then do another set to failure. We might get 22 or 23, but again, the goal is to get to 20 or more. I'll put a quick screenshot explanation now, so you can screenshot that and save that for later use. Right, I'll be doing a voiceover, Vaughan, during the workout to help explain some of the details of the exercises. I'm also going to fast forward those 15-second breaks so I don't bore you to tears. Right, let's get into it. Before any leg workout, I like to activate my feet and my hips before I get going. I'm going to put a link in the description below for short foot and some of the hip mobility exercises that I've created before. So be sure to check those out. Again, I like to get the hips and the feet ready to go, protects my knees, and just creates a much more stable and strong platform for my leg workouts. Okay, first exercise. For quads, we're going to be doing a Bulgarian split squat. Starting position, you're going to sit on the bench, put your feet out with a slight bend to the knees, and this is going to be your foot starting position. This gets a little bit more focus on the quads, takes it away from the glutes. So again, that's just an option for you to consider. We're going to be warming up with maybe a set of just body weight and then 1 to 2 light sets, working around the 10 to 15 rep range. We want to be bending down to click the dumbbells safely before we put our foot on the bench. Keep our back straight, keep that core nice and tight throughout the move. Now, if you've seen previous videos, you know how this goes, but for this first exercise, I'm going to run through the process of effective reps for you. So I'm choosing a weight that's going to allow me around about 10 to 15 slow controlled reps to failure. On this particular set, I managed 13. Again, this is going to vary from person to person and the amount of weights you have. If you're finding your maximum weight that you have available is still too light, just slow those reps down. Again, you're aiming for somewhere between 10 to 15 slow controlled reps for this initial set during your maxi set. Right now, I'm going to have a 15-second rest. I just count roughly to 15 in my head. Does not have to be perfect. Once I've had my 15-second rest, I pick up exactly the same weight and continue on. Set my position as described before, and off we go. I managed to get 6 repetitions on this mini set. That means I've got a minimum of 14 to go. So the mini sets after that first initial set need to total a minimum of 20 reps. Speeding up the rests here so I don't bore you guys to tears. Here we go again. And again, I managed to get another 6 reps. So we have a minimum of 8 reps to go. Just a heads up, team, I will be going a lot quicker through the other exercises. Just want to explain this first one to get the effective rep principle clear for everybody. Picking up the same weight again. Starting to get a little bit tired. You'll see a few slightly wobbly reps, but I'm still within good technique. Nothing dangerous. I get 5 reps, I've got a minimum of 3 to go. So again, we want to reach a minimum of 20 reps. I don't just stop at 20 if I think I've got a couple more in me. So I got another 5, so I managed to finish with 22 reps in total. I'm going to take another 2 minutes rest or so before I get ready for the second exercise. Don't forget to do your other leg. Second exercise for quads is sissy squats. I'm using a light dumbbell here just to add a little bit of extra resistance. Remember, we're going to be following exactly the same maxi set cycle as previous exercises. No need to warm up, the legs are already nice and warm. In a sissy squat, the goal is to get your knees to the ground and maintain a straight line shoulder to hip to knee. If you don't quite have the ability to get all the way down, you can put a block or a step there to lessen the range of motion. Also ensure that the entire length of your toe keeps in contact with the floor. Again, lessen the range of motion if you're struggling to keep that toe in contact. Moving on to hamstrings. Doing a offset stance Romanian deadlift. Again, warming up 2 to 3 sets, 10 to 15 reps. We're going to be hinging at the hips, so we're pushing our butt back, keeping the weight on the front leg. The back leg is solely for balance. Following the same maxi set cycle as previous exercises. So I'm going to be speeding this up soon. Just wanted to get, again, an understanding of the exercise before we keep moving faster, so again, I don't bore you or to tears. Same rules apply, 10 to 15 reps for the first set, rest 15 seconds, and then we're going to be achieving a minimum of 20 reps for the remaining mini sets. Don't forget, do your other leg. Second exercise for hamstrings, we're doing a long lever bridge. Now a long lever bridge, it's similar to the standard glute bridge except your feet are further away from your hips. This hits more hamstring than glutes. If you haven't tried this before, trust me, you're going to love it. Again, we're following the same maxi set cycle. No need to warm up because we warmed up our hamstrings on the first hamstring exercise. Initial set, 10 to 15 reps, 15-second rest. Mini sets will continue until we get a minimum of 20 reps. Now, if body weight feels a little bit too light, you can do this on one leg. You can also add some weight. Yes, that tiny dumbbell made a huge difference for me. If you keep your feet parallel with each other, you're going to be working your outer hamstring or bicep femoris. Point your toes in, you'll be working your inner hamstring. Onto the third body part, calves. We're doing a standing calf raise. I'm using a single leg here. Again, same principles apply. I tend to not warm up my calves as they're already quite warm after the early exercises, but if you want to warm up, feel free. If one leg at a time is too difficult, use 2 legs. If one leg is too easy, hold a dumbbell in your hand. Second exercise for calves, I'm doing a half squat calf raise. Follow the same maxi set cycle as previously. No need to warm up. I love this exercise. This works our soleus calf muscle. This is super important for stability of your ankle and the foot. If the reps are too easy, slow the reps down. You can't quite see in the video here, but I'm using one hand to hold onto the frame for balance and support. So there you have it. As you can see, that's a pretty intense workout for just using some light dumbbells and a bench and the floor. Now, it is for the more experienced trainer. If you haven't been working out for around 2 years or more, you may find this just a little bit tough. However, you can still apply some of the principles I've discussed in this workout to your own current workout routine. Now, for those who are lacking the experience, please check in the description below. Download the complimentary PDF for the Longevity Plus Move and Improve program. There's also a link to 3 different workout videos I've done previously that explains more about that PDF so that you can get into action now. Remember, the goal of this channel is to simplify and clarify so you can take action now. Remove the confusion and possible analysis paralysis. Until next time, keep moving, keep improving, and keep your mojo alive. And if you haven't already, please press the like button, press that subscribe button, press the bell icon so you'll always be notified when a new video is released.